A lot of you are probably keeping an eye out for this year's releases of televisions like the LG G3 and Samsung S95C. But tell you what, the LG C2 from 2022 is still your best choice if you want a fantastic television in 2023. Our reasoning for this is the TV's high-brightness OLED display, excellent picture processing, and the fact that all of its connections support the latest HDMI 2.1 standard. So in that case, join us to find out more. Let's get started. Design. LG claims that this gadget has an elegant look and is definitely trendy. The LG C2 OLED is slanted slightly downward from a standard desk to accommodate its bigger than usual OLED screen. Except for the stand, the design hasn't changed much from the previous iteration. However, the depth and breadth have been reduced by a few millimeters each, with the latter reduction attributable to even thinner bezels. Also, the C2 is noticeably lighter than the C1 was back in 2021 because of LG's intensive weight reduction program. We're comparing the 65-inch C2 to the identical C1, which weighs 32.6 kilograms, so the difference in weight is significant. The C2's weight is reduced to 14.8 kilograms without the stand, putting far less strain on the wall than the 24 kilograms C1 does when both are attached.
Valid if you'd like something lighter.
Although it has more buttons than some other TV remotes from leading TV companies, the LG C2 OLED TV's remote, branded the Magic Remote, provides a simplified experience and remains mostly unaltered from prior years. You can move about using a wireless mouse, buttons, or even motion controls reminiscent of the Nintendo Wii. The remote's basic functions, as well as shortcuts to Google Assistant and Alexa, and an indication for the microphone, are all rendered in a delicately etched pattern on soft touch buttons.
Life keeps getting better and better!
It also features the debuts of Netflix, Disney+, and Amazon Prime Video. We'll go through the features in more detail, so stay tuned. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more information on televisions, as more sets will be introduced this year. Picture quality. The LG C2's image quality is a substantial improvement over that of the LG C1. For one, it is brighter, making it less difficult to see throughout the day by cutting through reflections and ambient light. It is particularly noticeable in the standard and eco image modes, where average brightness has been increased. These are the default TrueMotion settings, and they're great for watching daytime shows or late-night dramas. The HDR performance also benefits greatly from the use of the much-touted brightness boosting technique that was used here. The brightness booster on this model is entirely software-based rather than hardware-based. The Alpha 9 Gen 5 CPU can do real-time analysis of pictures, determining the brighter and darker areas of a picture.
It's an advanced technology.
The system then deftly reroutes power to emphasize the already prominent features of the image. The television's cinema home setting is our first choice for watching movies. In our opinion, the enhanced mid-tone brightness gives movies more of a jolt than the filmmaker's setting, which may sometimes appear a bit flat. Other image smoothing options include natural, smooth movement for sports, and a configurable user preset with judder and blur adjustments. Features. The C2 has the same WebOS Smart TV platform as the LG G2 OLED. The widgets on the home screen, which display the time, the date, the weather, and the user's most recent inputs, are all quite useful. Here you'll find a list of applications, followed by a carousel of trending TV series and movies. You can access LG's own sports alerts, web browser, and media player applications, in addition to Netflix, Disney+, Apple TV, Prime Video, and HBO Max.
Oh, we got to get one of those.
LG's own applications are given more space at the bottom of the home screen. For instance, the web browser's carousel provides a curated selection of top resources, including Google, BBC, and Wikipedia. You can get a summary of your network settings and a list of your connected devices in the section below. Finally, at the bottom of the web page is a summary of some of the most popular streaming services, making it easy to locate what you're looking for without having to launch each app separately. There hasn't been a major revamp of the Smart TV platform compared to its forerunner, but there are some new family-friendly features that make it easy for everyone to have their own unique viewing experience. You can now create individual accounts for each member of your family, giving you each your personalized home screen with tailored recommendations. New family settings enable you to control how much time each family member spends in front of the screen, customize their eye care options, and restrict the volume. Always Ready is another noteworthy new feature that saw widespread usage throughout our testing. While you're not watching, this function keeps the speech recognition technology running in the background so you can quickly ask the TV to perform things like play music without touching the remote. More features to come, but this time focused on gaming. Stay tuned. Audio. Internally, the speakers of the LG C2 OLED TV have been increased from 5.12 channels to 7.12 channels, making for a far more immersive audio experience. Dolby Atmos compatibility and an artificial intelligence, AI, sound function that generates a more immersive soundscape make LG's built-in OLED speakers generally rather impressive, but we can't say we saw a major difference. However, there isn't much room for audio to really stand out on this TV because of how narrow it is. If you want to immerse yourself in your entertainment, investing in a top-tier soundbar or Dolby Atmos soundbar is essential. Gaming features. The LG C2 OLED is one of the greatest televisions for video gaming. You can up your play with the first televisions in the industry to support Dolby Vision gaming 4K at 120 Hz for more fluid and realistic gaming. The HDMI ports support 4K resolution at 120 frames per second, and the Gaming Optimizer provides instant access to your game settings. The TV can use either AMD FreeSync Premium or NVIDIA G-Sync. Don't forget that cloud-based games can also use this. Subscriptions will be required to play games on services like Google Stadia and NVIDIA GeForce Now. The Auto Low Latency Mode, ALLM, of the TV ensures lag-free gameplay for any online video game. The HDR Gaming Interest Group, HGIG, setting further features fine-tuned tone mapping for heightened realism in lighting and shadow. The LG C2 is tailor-made for modern gaming consoles, thanks to its 4K resolution, 120 Hz refresh rate, Dolby Vision compatibility, and OLED motion. The bottom pop-up game bar and the main menu are the two menu choices that appear when you load a game. The game menu now supports switching between several views. So, the LG is superior in well-lit settings because of its higher maximum brightness in SDR.
Totally agree.
Moreover, the LG features less input latency for video games. If you watch a lot of movies, however, the Sony TV is the better option because of its superior color loudness and tone mapping.
I watch a lot of TV and movies,
which allows for a broader spectrum of colors to be shown and makes them seem richer. But before you decide to purchase it, kindly watch the following video. See you there.